Hello, everyone. In today's episode, I'm going to interview Miss Jumoke. This episode is the continuation of last week interview. The last week interview was about a school teacher that filed for EB2-NIW and a petition was approved by USCIS. So in today's episode, she will walk us through adjustment of status and the conversation she had with the USS officer who asked her about being a school teacher. So hey, you can't afford to miss this episode. So hello everyone, thank you once again for joining this channel. My name is Bobola. On this channel, we interview people that filed for EB2-NIW and EB1A and they have obtained the United States green card. So Miss Jumoke, thank you so much for joining us.
Having me.
So for those that not watched the previous episode, can you briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Jumoke, and I'm an educator. I teach math in middle school. I'm a sixth grade math teacher.
Okay, great, Miss Jumoke. So in the previous episode, you said that you filed for your EB2-NIW in May 2023, right?
Yes.
And it was approved in September.
Yes.
Am I right? September 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, after your EB2-NIW was approved, how did the visa bulletin retrogression, how did it affect your adjustment of status process? Can you share some light on that?
Well, it was scary because I thought after getting the approval, I was going to be told that, oh, it's time for, your priority date is here, blah, blah, blah. But I had to wait for over a year. It was towards the ending of September, I believe. Yeah, that my priority date was current of the following year. Yeah, over a year.
That'll be September 2024.
2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you filed your adjustment of status in September 2024. When were you scheduled for biometrics? What month and year?
I believe my biometrics was 2025 this year. Was it this year? I believe. I think it was this year.
When was it? January, February, or when?
It was January or February that I had my biometrics done.
Okay. And when did you get your EAD card?
Oh.
Can you remember?
Let me see. My EAD card didn't take a long time after my biometrics. It
okay,
didn't.
So that means probably like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. I don't even think it took that long, except I check my timeline, but I can't remember right now. But it didn't take a long time. In fact, I thought it was something else that came, and I was kind of speechless. But then I realized it was the card,
Okay.
And, maybe around March.
So finally, when were you scheduled for the interview? Because I guess you did an interview, right? When were you scheduled for the interview?
Yeah.
And when did you get your green card?
So I got the interview scheduled for September 15.
2025?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I got your green card when?
I got my green card in October. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
October 2025. So
what did you say?
I said October 2025.
Yes. So it's a journey of close to 2 years. Over 2 years, actually.
Congratulations on obtaining your United States green card.
Thank you.
Okay, so now let's talk about the interview process. Can you share some light on the questions that the USS officer asked you and how that day actually went?
Well, that day was It was a scary day for me because I didn't know what to expect, because some of my friends were not interviewed. They were not interviewed. But I had heard that I like to make inquiries before, doing certain things, So I had asked, what kind of questions should I be expecting? And I was told that they're just going to ask you questions pertaining to your change of adjustment of status. I'm like, okay. But I when you get so worked up, you start thinking of things you're not supposed to think of. So eventually the lady, when I got in there, the lady was asking me questions like, she said, so tell me about yourself. And that was how I started telling stories that did not concern them. So I had told her that, yes, I'm an educator. And then that was when I mentioned, but my proposed endeavor is to be I just modeled everything up. Public health educator, nutrition educator. She was like, oh, really? So she was like, what is the correlation about, nutrition and what you're doing? And I think for a minute I froze, like, oh my God. She now said, oh, no.
You said too much.
This is not part of the interview. I'm like, oh, okay. Because she was asking me something about, well, what do you think about vegans not eating? I'm like, what is going on? Then she goes, oh, no, don't, it's not for this interview. I'm just asking you, and that kind of put me at ease. Then she also asked me questions like, why is my proposed endeavor not what I'm doing at the moment? And I couldn't really say much because I didn't want to be taken out of context. So she was like, it's not like they're not looking for teachers, but she said that they're actually looking for teachers, which I have seen the need for, So she wanted to know why I was moving away from being an educator to being a public health or educator, nutrition educator. But I said I wanted to merge everything together. So no knowledge is lost at the end of the day. So another question she asked me, she was asking me in the process of, interviewing me, she asked me questions and she now said, where do you live? I think that was where I kind of lost it. Because she said, where do you live? And because based on what I had filled my parents' address. I started saying my address in Nigeria. She was like, what? I said, wait, hold on, sorry. What address are you asking for again? She now said, oh, I'm asking for your address here. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. She said, we want to give you the green card. You are staying here. We want to make you a permanent resident. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. So then I told her my address, but it was just an awesome moment for me, So yeah.
Okay, great. So I just want some clarification about the proposed endeavor and the question that she asked you. So based on your petition, your proposed endeavor was to educate people on nutrition, but she was now asking the correlation between that and what you do or right now, right? So I still feel that they're still the same. Even what you do right now is actually being a teacher, but obviously you can still educate school children about nutrition too.
Yes.
Maybe she felt that having to educate people on nutrition, that you can only do that outside the school system.
Maybe
that,
because,
I don't know.
they have the week, they have WIC, which is week, where they educate women and children about their education, about their nutrition. You can also do that in schools. In fact, right now, I just started a gardening club in my school. By next year, we're going to start planting, and by December, we're going to start making our compost so that we can make our beds ready for the plants, the seeds we're going to plant, so that the kids can also learn from where their food is coming from and know the process involved in their food. When you're talking about food, you don't have to use fertilizer to make your food. I'm going to be teaching them conservation, how you can conserve your food and use it, to enrich the soil you're going to use to plant. So those are the things that I try to incorporate even at the moment while I'm, teaching in my middle school.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
So now let's talk about your life after a green card. So the first question that I have for you is that how has your life changed since you got your United States green card?
I just got the card last month, so I'm not going to say anything has changed, except for the fact that I haven't traveled internationally in over 11 years. So it's going to be like breath of fresh air to be able to, travel, go see my siblings, travel, go see my parents. So yeah.
And you don't have to go back to any US embassies to stay on the queue
Don't
to
stop.
apply for visa to get interviewed.
Yes, I guess
And
so. Yeah.
yeah, so okay, okay, okay. Okay, so great. So right now, I'm sure you're aware that because the party date for EB2-NIW is not current, there are so many people that the application have been approved. And there are still people that the application were approved in 2023, and I think that power date is just current, and they're just turning in their adjustment of status. There are people that they filed in 2024, the application have been approved, but they have not been able to submit their adjustment of status document. You filed, your application was approved in September 2023, and you had
Yeah.
to wait like almost 1 year before you could even turn in your
Hmm.
adjustment of status document. What advice do you have for people that are waiting for their audit to be current? What advice do you have? Because you have gone through that stage in which you have to wait patiently. So
Well,
what advice do you have for them?
like I said last week, patience, patience, patience. Will you be worried? Yeah, you may be, but I just left everything in God's hands. When it comes, it comes. Because why give myself unnecessary, headache? So yeah, I'll just say be patient. Be patient. God, who has actually seen you through this process and seen you to the level you're on right now, He will definitely see you through.
Thank you so much. You can see that Miss Jumoke is also a woman of faith. So I know that there's someone out there that your petition has been approved, but you are worried that when is this going to be current? Don't worry. Very soon your party will be current. You will turn in your adjustment of status and you get your green card. And if you're out there and you are still thinking of whether you want to file for EB2-NIW or EB1A, my advice is that you should schedule a consultation with us through our website, www.mygreencardstory.com. During the consultation, we are going to evaluate your profile, help you to identify your key evidence, and let you know if your profile is strong enough to file for either EB2-NIW or EB1A. Our web address and other contact information, you can find them in the description section of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I know that people watching these videos, but they are not subscribed. Please subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment so that YouTube can recommend it to other people out there that are looking for information about EB2-NIW. So thanks so much, everyone. Thank you, Miss Jumoke, for allowing us to interview by us, not just myself, the entire My Green Card Story team. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.